We see Venus out here a lot, Mars
Yes.
quite a bit, but it's always a treat when you can see some of the other planets as well.
Well, yeah, when they all align like that, and obviously it's not a rare occurrence, it is a very rare occurrence, and the skies will be crystal clear because of the rain and wind that we saw yesterday, and things looking pretty nice out there right now. Yeah, Steve mentioned we see Venus and Mars quite a bit. That'll come more towards when we get to the summertime as Venus is chasing the sun as it goes over the horizon. We've got a beach hazard statement for some pretty big waves. Not as big tomorrow as it was today, 4 to 6 feet with some bigger sets. Tomorrow about 3 to 5 feet, maybe an occasional bigger set. But to the north of us, they've got a small craft advisory. Coastal waters, and then offshore out by Santa Catalina, we're talking about gale warning. So some pretty windy, bumpy conditions out in the open waters here. Today, temperatures warmed up nicely. Ramona 76, 74 in Escondido, 78 in Valley Center. The mountains a little bit cooler, 61 at Palomar, 67 in Julian, and 55 for Mount Laguna. Of course, Borrego Springs at 82 degrees, usually one of the warmer spots in the county. And along the coastline, we were mid to upper 60s, Oceanside on the harbor, 62 in Chula Vista, 69. As we take a look at what we're expecting this week, Santa Ana will bring warmer temps and an offshore flow. Cooling begins by midweek as the return of the sea breeze comes, and then a long wave trough by the end of the work week. That will bring some more interesting weather. Currently, we're at 64 degrees, 67% is the humidity, and winds are out of the northwest. Now, I mentioned the surf earlier. 3 to 5 feet tomorrow, an occasional bigger set. Water temperature still chilly, and tide high at just around 7 p.m. coming from that low at noon. Here's that area of high pressure that is building in. Our low is kicked off into the northern plain states, and it is cold in places north and east of the Rockies into the, say, Bismarck and those locations. They're looking at some snowy conditions. High pressure builds in, so by the time we get to Monday, it really ramps up. Then there's a series of these low pressures moving through the Pacific Northwest, and then this one will start to cool us down as we get into the midweek, and then a bigger one behind that as well. Here's your 8-day microclimate forecast. The next couple days looking very nice. Look at Monday, 79. That's 10 degrees above average, 91 in the inland microclimates, and then that cool down arrives as that area of low pressure digs in over the Pacific Northwest. We won't see any precipitation out of it. We'll be on the southern edge, and so we'll get some windy conditions and cooler air. For the mountains, you'll dip back down into the mid-70s by midweek. Overnight lows, though, back down to almost 30s, 41 on Thursday. The deserts, you stay hot until Wednesday, and then Thursday you start to cool down. So a pretty nice forecast here for the next 3 or 4 days, Steve.
We're on a bit of a roller coaster. We had that crazy rainstorm the other night. Now we're looking at record, or not record, but super high temperatures.
Yeah, 91 inland is pretty toasty.
Yeah, all right, Sean, keeping you busy.
Yeah.